my qualifying goals for the Singapore Grand Prix then. Qualify 8th or higher, make sure I outqualify my rival Kimi Räikkönen, or at least finish above him, and obviously outdo my teammate Romain Grosjean. But then I've started my first run around the Singapore track in qualifying 1. Hopefully we can get in qualifying 2. Our expectation that we need to meet made by the team is to get into at least 8th place or above, which only getting into Q3, and that's something obviously we actually managed to achieve back in Italy. But let's see how we do, and let's see if we can put a good lap in just to start things off. 7.6 is 1.2 seconds slower than Bottas's first time, obviously in this game in the Williams. Definitely we're going to have to do another one, so we're going to stay out on the same tyres and see how we get on. Thought that second lap was not good enough. 148.2, we're slower by 5/10, and we're 2.6 seconds off the time where we need to be, and it's close to Hamilton's time. I made a mistake, and you can probably tell by a bit of my front wing being damaged, as you can see on the right hand side of your screen. I'm going to head back to the pits, get her repaired, and hopefully then be able to set a better lap time with the car in fully working order. We do somewhat of a better lap, 147.4. Yeah, so it's only P14, it's not the greatest of laps. It did take me 6 laps to finally nail what I think is a lap just to get me into Q2, but it is enough. And I think we are going to make it the next qualifying session, because I've really struggled around here in my first outing here in Singapore. But yeah, I'm going to go around one more time, then box, and then we're going to see if our fate has got us into Q2 or not. The skin of my teeth, 147.412 was my time. Magnussen behind me, who crashed out for Renault. The Dane getting 147.424, so I made it through by the skin of my teeth. 12th run in Q2 around Singapore, straight into a flying lap. I want to get a time quickly on the board for the big guns like Hamilton, who is ahead of me right now, set of time. So definitely want to make sure it's a competitive so Hamilton gets out of the way, which is nice for us. And hopefully we can get into Q3 with flying colours, really, than really having to just scrape in, like we did obviously just beating Madison by 12 thousandths of a second. So there we go, let's see if I can put a good performance in at the start of Q2. As you can imagine, we will have to go out like we're doing right now and set another lap time. Our 147 dead was not good enough, and we're going to have to make sure we pull out all that this engine can do and provide us in our chance to getting into Q3. We are currently, it's not bad, it's 146.5, but it is not good enough yet to get into the top 10 and get into Q3. It was much better performance at the end of the lap, but it's the start of the lap where we're losing time. We're going to go for another run, our third run in Q2. Time's running out, so really need to make this lap stick. By the skin of our teeth, literally. 146.3 was the lap we finally did on like our 4th or 5th run around Singapore in Q2. 1.1 seconds off the pace, which was set by the 2 Ferraris, Räikkönen and Vettel. But we finished ahead of Bottas and behind Romain Grosjean, our teammate. So there is a little chance we can outdo Grosjean in Q3 and also perhaps even outdo Räikkönen. But that seems very unlikely. The Ferraris have been on the pace all weekend so far, even in the practice sessions off camera. But we have managed to outdo the big guns like Hülkenberg and Massa. You can see they're not getting through. So let's see if our gamble going on to the super soft tyres, like I actually did, is going to continue into Q3, as we hopefully try and set at least one very good lap time to get us into above about 6th place or higher. That would be pretty good if you ask me. So here we go for our first run in Q3, and as you can see, look at the state of the weather. It's like we're in Britain now. Intermediate tyres are on, and that's definitely going to hamper our chances of being able to set a very good competitive lap time like we were doing in Q2 right at the end of that 3 seconds, 0.438. So very slow considering to the Ferraris. But I suppose it's okay for our first run. Now we need to concentrate on doing another run, then maybe going back to the garage, fill up with fuel, and hope obviously the conditions improve. But I very much doubt that they will, but still, it's not too bad at the moment, and we are in 4th place ahead of Hamilton and behind Rosberg. But they are yet to obviously 2 minutes and 2 seconds, 0.653, so not bad if you ask me. Slowing the 2 Ferraris, we have purple in sector 1 and sector 2, so not bad if you ask me. So not too bad. I'm now going to head back into the pits. As you hear my engineer just said, we've only got 2 laps of fuel left, so I really can't afford to try and set another lap time because I don't want to run out of fuel and cause a yellow flag. If you ask me, I finished in 5th place. I know I was 2nd, but I didn't really have enough time to get back out to do another flying lap, and there was no point really driving out and hurting the tyres. 2 minutes and 2 seconds, 0.653, 8 thousandths off Rosberg's time, who is on pole from Ricciardo and Alonso. Vettel in front of me right there. I also outdo Kimi Räikkönen, my rival, which is very good, and Grosjean, who finished way down in 9th place. So not bad going. It's lights out and away we go here in Singapore. The weather is fine, which is good for us. We're on the super soft tyres, and let's see how we do going into turn 1. Kept it pretty clean, did bang into Ricciardo right there, so I had to bang off a little bit. Vettel's managed to overtake me. I get a warning for colliding with Ricciardo, but I am still in 5th place. Hamilton's behind me. My engineer is barking all the different things in my ear. I have to be careful now on the car after banging into the back of Ricciardo. He's in 3rd place. Great start for him. Vettel ahead of me, and I've got Hamilton behind me. I need to keep the pedal down because Hamilton will not wanting to remain behind the Haas car for very long. He's catching me. Well, I'm trying to think of a metaphor to work with that, but I can't. But we are behind Vettel and ahead of Hamilton. Not a bad start to the race for us. Alonso has managed to keep hold of P3 in his very fast McLaren Honda. Probably one of the quickest cars in a straight line, as you can probably imagine. Put up the rich mix, and we got Raikkonen, my rival, behind him as well. So kind of needs to also concentrate on defending as much as concentrating on getting past Vettel, but he's catching Alonso. So whether Alonso can do anything to keep Vettel behind him, we'll have to see. But we're pushing now, and we're going to try and get past Sebastian Vettel, the 4-time world champion, in this race on lap 1 out of 5 here in Singapore.